Here we have a weird version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 with a bunch of bonus levels. I've been meaning to play through them for a very long time. Finally getting around to it. I think I promised this in a Tony Hawk video I did like 8 months ago or something ridiculous. So, let's see who we got. Custom characters. This was the first game in the series to introduce female custom characters. So this character that I have here could not have physically been made in any previous game, including the original version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. But this is also unique. This is Trixie. Trixie replaces Officer Carrera, or Private Carrera, the ridiculously over-sexualized underage, like explicitly underage character, who is omnipresent throughout many of the Tony Hawk's games. Who I hate. Trixie is way better. Trixie is originally from the beach town of Santa Cruz, California. Hot-blooded firecracker. Ready to prove she can do anything the boys can do, but better. Whether she's bombing a sick wave or grinding a long handrail, 90s terminology, she's a sick radical dude, and she's flamboyant and has pink hair and tattoos. So her bio is not all that inspiring, but it's not creepy the way Private Carrera's bio is. Let's check out her boards. They gotta be unique, because the character's unique. Trixie is also playable in the Dreamcast version of Tony Hawk 2, because both ports were made by Treyarch rather than Neversoft. So Neversoft are the creeps who keep insisting on cramming Private Carrera down our throats. This one's a little inappropriate, but the rest of these are actually kind of nice. These butterflies. Wonderful. I will gladly take a butterfly board. So I've already completed the Tony Hawk 2 campaign. When you do that... Oh, also she has an alternate costume. It's unimpressive, but whatever. I prefer the default costume. When you complete the original Tony Hawk 2 campaign, you unlock the Tony Hawk 2X unique levels that we can play through. And you unlock the entirety of Tony Hawk 1 when you beat the 2X levels. But let's do the 2X levels. They are technically bonus levels, but it's an entire bonus campaign with level goal-based levels. Just a handful of them, though. We need to find various arbitrary items and score 200,000 points. And I have not turned off the soundtrack because this level has unique music. I will be turning off the soundtrack soon because all of the music in this game is licensed. I mean, obviously, it's a Tony Hawk game. It's one of the main things they're known for. But we first need to get a bunch of phone numbers. And the standard skate letters. I legitimately don't know if I will be able to get both types of collectibles in the allotted time. But maybe. I'm willing to try. Find the DJ booth. And die horribly. Definitely not going to get the score goal in the allotted time, but we can always take a second lap. Uh-oh. I touched the stairs. So this level here is not considered very good by your average Tony Hawk fan, because it's not very good. It's a little perfunctory, very sloppy, a lot of weird, bad geometry. Just all over the place. Oh, that's a secret that we're going to want to explore later. Now, time is running out. I want the digits, and I want something else. I think I missed the skate letter. I certainly missed the skate letter. Go back and get it. That's fine. It is entirely possible to get everything in a single eat. But, I'm out of practice. And it is not really expected of the player to do that. Or necessary. It's probably a good idea. Just so you spend as little time as possible in this fairly obnoxious level. We do need more speed in order to get back up to the DJ booth, and hopefully not crash and die this time. Barely got enough. Okay, I'm stuck on the boom boxes. Clearly they were speakers, not boom boxes. I think the K was the letter I was missing last time. Perfect. Love this awkward geometry. All over the place. And this area. There's the secret tape way up there. This area constantly rumbles your controller and shakes your screen. And just generally makes you have the least pleasant time you possibly could have while playing a video game. But it's where the secret tape is, so we gotta go here. Now I'm not missing any letters. We're good. I can even try and get the high score. Did not succeed. So I will go back real quick and get the high score. My grab trick ceased to work very briefly. But getting 200k should be very manageable. Unless you hit the ceiling, which is quite possible when you have maxed out stats. There's a unique special. Double splits. That is something only Trixie / Private Carrera can do. Although I think once you have them unlocked, you can apply that move to any character that you have unlocked. And it's so incredibly exciting that you would obviously want to do that. Legitimately do not mean to keep doing it. I've got Christ Air as well, which is just a better move. I should get out of this half-pipe. This half-pipe is terrible. Do some street tricks for a little while. Because you can actually get quite a high combo. This. If you don't fall and die. So I'm not going to get the 200,000 score goal. Because whatever. There is other stuff up here. For example, Well, I can't revert off of that, but I guess I should go back real quick and check out the rafters. It's because it's pretty easy to get up there. So easy. A child could do it. By the way, I was good at this game, and you can tell that because I unlocked Trixie legitimately. Trixie is unlocked by getting every single gap in the game. And as far as I can tell, there are no functioning cheats with which to unlock Trixie. Otherwise, I would use them, because I did not want to get every single gap in this game. But there was no other way to do it. So I went through every single level, and many of the gaps in this game are very, very, very difficult to get. But I got them. Didn't even use the moon physics cheat. As much as I easily could have. We're done here. I did activate the skip to restart cheat, which does allow me to teleport around. Let's go to center stage. Yep, that's just the back room where we had a bunch of collectibles long ago. All right, level select. We only need 3 of the tapes, so I don't need to get the maximum high score. Lucky me. And we'll only need 3 of these as well, I think. So grind 5 seesaws is a weird one. Oh, however, music has appeared. Reared its ugly head. Get out of here, licensed music. As much as I enjoy the licensed soundtrack, it's gotta go. Instead, we'll sub in this here. What we all were waiting for. I believe I originally made this soundtrack playlist to replace Tony Hawk music. And for some reason, there, my Ollie button wasn't working, but I fixed it. There's our seesaws. I-beams that are angled upwards. We need to grind them upwards. We can't grind them down like that. We try to go the other way, it doesn't work. I always forget which ones I've gotten. I think I've gotten this one. Oh wait, no I haven't. There we go. I got that one on the ground floor. And you. Could not make my way off of that fence and survive, but there we go. This thing here, that quarter pipe usually is broken. Typically, even if you get a perfect landing, it'll turn you 90 degrees right as you land. You'll get your points, but you'll also bail. This level is worse than the one that we just beat. The nightclub, I think this level is significantly worse than the nightclub. But it does have some interesting gimmicks to it, at least. Knock one goal out. Then we'll climb the building. Because the building has all the skate letters in it. So we'll grab the S from outside, and then enter the building. Get ready to climb. Couldn't hurt to have special. So we get better height and better speed when we have the special ready to go. Don't want to be up here yet because the letter T is over there. I need that to live. We are all infected. I fell out of the building. I gotta climb my way back in. Definitely wanted to use this half pipe to get up to the upper level. Easier said than done. This whole level reminds me of a level in the game Skatebird, which is appropriate, I suppose, because it is also a skating game. There's a secret tape, by the way. Certainly use that. But yeah, Skatebird, one of its later levels, is rather similar to this. A lot of awkward geometric shapes and stuff that you gotta skate through. Not my favorite level in Skatebird. Doesn't make for a great level here either. This is pretty cool though. Try the Transformers is a hint. We can actually manipulate the crane if we find and destroy some Transformers that are hidden throughout the level. Let's try and find some of those Transformers. They are not in obvious places. So, I kind of showed off the method a little bit. We want to grind the fence onto the fire escape rail, onto the rooftop. Up there. Getting too much speed here is actually detrimental. Causes me to go out of control. And I have way too much speed. Nope. This whole thing is super obnoxious. And we're gonna see it's pointless as well, but yeah, that's the method to the madness. Still didn't quite work. Rode my way up and then back down. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. But this is the only way to climb up this building here. Which is something we're expected to do because here are the Transformers. There's one now. Broke that. There's another over here. Lets you see clearly out of bounds, which is not a good look. And down I go. Thing is, I didn't have enough time because we need to go to another rooftop after we clear the Transformers off this first rooftop. So, frustration ahoy. There we go. Got it in one this time. Break that. Line ourselves up with this hole here perfectly. Absolutely nailed it. Yeah, you have to do so many little jumps so quickly to get onto this rooftop. And again, it's pointless because it's for the sake of getting the secret tape. which you can easily get simply by scaling the building. So instead of climbing the rest of the way up there, the other building we need to climb we just gotta go over here. There it is. A nice half pipe with another transformer. This is actually a pretty good half pipe for score grinding, if that's the thing you want to do. I think I saw another transformer over this way. I'll run that building there. I have no idea how to get up that building. So I've done this a bunch of times, and I've never actually gotten the crane to move, even though that's the purpose of destroying all the transformers. So what we can do instead, we can skip to restart to go to the out of the park area. That's this area here. Yeah, there's definitely a transformer over there. But that's the easy one to get to. We can also jump right to the rooftop. And this is the spot that I never quite made it to. You can see the method here. Missed that pipe again. Take one legit attempt at breaking all the transformers now that I know where all of them are. But the fact that you got to do this in 2 minutes is ridiculous. And this level absolutely is not worth all the effort. It's so jank to climb this fire escape. But the game tells you suck while you do it. At least there's that. Okay. Getting somewhere. Sort of. Might as well crash. Because the next spot is over here. Thank you. Still on track. A little too on track. Yeah. Lost where I was. There we go. There, that's almost every transformer. Perfect. Yeah, screw all that. That's probably the worst level we're going to end up playing. Although there's a contender for a worse level than that. Let's just do the competition. This level is arguably okay. It's so okay that it was later used in a legitimate Tony Hawk game. I don't know off the top of my head which one. They all sort of blur together. Pretty much everything after Thug 2, I have no idea what its deal is. Let's go through the loop-de-loop. There's a way to ride right onto the rooftop from here. Right off of this roll-in. And then you can go out of bounds off the back of the roof. Frankly, I don't know why they let you on top of the roof. But they do. Glorious. And it's not nearly enough for gold. So, restart that from scratch, and simply head to the half pipe, grind out the score. Trying to do Christ airs here. But all we need is like 100,000 points. Pretty sure I signed, there it is, the 900 to my specials list. Now the body variable, I signed that because that was specifically changed in Tony Hawk 2. In Tony Hawk 1, the body variable was named the sex change. But, no longer. I thought better of that. Probably a good choice. And competitions are just the most boring thing. And I just made it take longer. If I had landed that, I could have just ended this now with a nice easy gold. That's probably fine. Oh yeah. Barely gold. I'll take it. So now, we can check out the other two unique levels, but they have no goals associated with them. This is unlocked for 100%ing Tony Hawk 2. Just take any character to 100% in the Tony Hawk 2 main campaign. And you get to play the subway level. I believe Ollie the Magic Bum was over here. There he is. He is, in fact, all over the place throughout this level. He's that magic. Has to be omnipresent. Yep, there's another one. This level has a unique feature that would sort of be the inspiration for the revert in Tony Hawk 3. That allowed you to chain vertical combos together. We are able to chain vertical combos in this level, and only this level, by doing a vertical combo, like, say this, spin it around a bit, and when I land in a manual, and that keeps the combo going. So we can get actually good vertical combos going. That's the thing they programmed specifically for this bonus level. Even the other bonus levels that I was just playing, it doesn't work there either. Super weird. But it is what it is. There's the subway itself. Glorious. So yeah, this level, there's nothing to do here. No goals, no purpose, nothing to unlock. We've had our fun in the subway. And there's another pointless level, Detroit, I believe it is. That one is unlocked for 100%ing any campaign in Tony Hawk 1. Which clearly I've done with a different character. This level is very annoying. It does still have the, at least I think it has, yeah, the ability to manual out of a vertical combo, so as to keep that combo going. But it's just these two levels that allow you to do that. And it's just a ton of different buildings that aren't attached to each other. Also very similar to the game Skatebird. But the building rooftop level in Skatebird is way better than this one. This level is bad. And there's no purpose to it. Because once again, no goals. Really feels like they could have just arbitrarily put skate letters in a handful of locations. Giving you some goals. But whatever, they didn't feel like it. Plenty of gaps. You can amuse yourself looking for those. I spent way too many hours of my life looking for gaps in order to unlock Trixie in the first place. These rooftop half-pipes are cool looking anyway, but yeah, that's it. Nothing to do here in Detroit. So, those are all the unique Tony Hawk 2X levels. There are more secret bonus levels in Tony Hawk 2, though. Let's see if I can unlock them. Nope. Need to retry the level? Yeah. Down, up, left, left. B-A-B-Y. Spell out dull baby on the pause menu. And you unlock a bunch of bonus levels. You've cleared out career mode. A bunch of crap just got unlocked. Using a cheat code. A legitimate cheat code. So, we head back into the Tony Hawk 2 campaign. And after the hangar, we have Skate Heaven and Crane Drop. Crane Drop was called Chopper Drop in original Tony Hawk 2, but in 2X they renamed it Crane Drop. For whatever reason. I mean, it makes more sense. It's got a crane. And it involves a drop. There it is. I dropped. This is another pointless level. It's very, very small. Closest thing to a point that it has is going over to this side over here and doing a huge jump like this over to the finish line. And if you go all the way to the top of this huge roll in and roll all the way down, you can go significantly further than 90 feet. Hooray. So this is the worst level. This is in the base game. You have to beat the game 100% with like 10 different characters to unlock that. But that is nothing compared to how you unlock Skate Heaven legitimately. That requires you to complete the game with every single character, 100%. Then you unlock Skate Heaven. Trixie is exempted. You don't have to play through Private Carrera. But everyone else must be played to 100% completion in order to unlock Skate Heaven legitimately. Super weird, elaborate level. It is based off of a bunch of real-world famous skate locations, all crammed together, floating around in space. I have absolutely no familiarity with what the real-world locations are, but I'm sure you could find out if you're interested. Throw myself out into space. There's the Earth. The entire Earth. If only we had moon gravity. There is a moon gravity cheat. That was not it. That was just me getting caught on weird geometry. Tony Hawk 2X is a bit of a glitchy, sloppy game. It also has really, really good physics. Like, I legitimately like this version of the game a lot. But it is technically pretty sloppy. There's a volcano around here. We can force it to erupt. Obviously, this is another level with no goals, no purpose, besides the fun you have with it yourself. And we didn't see the half of it, really. This is an extremely elaborate level, as previously noted. So we got this rail here. One of these rails will cause a volcano eruption. And then if you jump inside the volcano while it is erupting, you will get teleported to a unique area. I can just teleport myself there manually. Let's see if I can make the volcano erupt. I think it's this rail. Trying to get that way. Indeed. Disembodied voice. You got my number. Like some kind of lunar lander here. Don't think that's what they were actually going for, but it's what it reminds me of. So these are well-named areas, but the one we're looking for is Enema Island. That is the secret you unlock by jumping into the erupting volcano. And here it is. Standard skate park stuff. Again, faithful recreations of real-world places that no one could possibly care about, because most of them have been demolished by this point. And it's all super inside 90s skating stuff. Forgotten to time. Alas. But someone worked really, really hard on all this. Let's see. I believe the Tony ramp. That's basically where we started. There's like a big glass house here. And that seems to be about it. I never really understood why they worked so hard on this level. Then didn't put any goals or purpose to it, and hid it behind such a pain-in-the-ass series of tasks that most people would never legitimately unlock it. I would just type in the cheat code. That's certainly what I did back in the year 2000 when this game was brand new. So yeah, those are the two Tony Hawk 2 bonus levels. And this game includes the entirety of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 as bonus levels. And they are slightly different, so we'll take a look at them. Although, since I put in that cheat, it gave me credit for beating all of Tony Hawk 1, which I didn't technically do. Ah, well. Let's take a look at these levels. I think they changed all the ads that were originally present in these levels. And now, unfortunately, I cannot show off the goals. Tragic. It's laughably easy to get the score goals in these versions of the levels, because the physics are much more beneficial to the player than Tony Hawk 1's were, and score values have been inflated to the point of absurdity. So the score goal is like, you can basically get all the score goals in this game in a single combo, and it's not even very hard. Classic. I love the warehouse level. The school initially had murals of some of the soundtrack. Some of the artists on the soundtrack had murals painted on a wall over in the corner. Let's see if they're still here, because those artists are no longer on this game's soundtrack. This game's soundtrack is exactly the same as that of Tony Hawk 2. Yeah, this mural used to be the cover of Suicidal Tendencies' album. But it is gone. And a giant Treyarch billboard replaces the giant movie screen that initially played clips from music videos in legitimate Tony Hawk 1, which was always a really cool feature. Love that about Tony Hawk 1. I haven't looked at most of Trixie's specials, though. She has a special lip trick. There it is. The Ho-Ho hand plant. Very festive for the Christmas season. I have way too much air right now. She also has a special grind. Let's see if I can do that. That ain't it. Get it soon enough. Unfortunately, I set it to right-left triangle, which is not a good input combo, apparently. But I'll get it settled. The mall had a lot of its advertisements changed. For better or worse. Also, the big drop feature has been added. Everyone loves the big drop feature, where if you fall for too great a distance, you crash and die. Trying to land one of these grinds. There it is. Didn't get to see it very much. It's a very long animation before you really get to see what the special even is. Anyway, this Blockbuster parody, it was Buttbuster in Tony Hawk 2, now it's Nutbuster. Or in Tony Hawk 1 it was Buttbuster, now it's a Nutbuster. Which makes absolutely no sense. It was Buttbuster because one would injure their posterior in skating accidents. Now it's just vulgarity, for no reason. And this stack of games back here used to be Apocalypse, Neversoft's game before they made Tony Hawk Pro Skater, starring Bruce Willis. Initially, one of the tech demos for Tony Hawk Pro Skater also had Bruce Willis as a playable character, just to test out animations and stuff. Obviously, they did not have his license, so as to put him in the final game, tragically. This area is boring, but it does have advertisements for Treyarch in here. And that is literally all there is to see. It is nice and high resolution, though, compared to the PS1 game. That is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I do love the aesthetics of the original Tony Hawk. It's incredibly PS1, like aggressively PS1. And in that way, it's pretty great. But it's also nice to see it in this weird, Uncanny Valley version as well. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting changed in this level. They did change all the giant movie screens. It's gonna be true of every level, though. And this fountain looks terrible. I seem to recall the fountain looking better on the PS1. But in my time exploring this level, I had not spotted anything particularly interesting changed. Perhaps simply wasn't paying enough attention. There's that weird hole in the wall on top of the roof that I don't typically explore. It'll be way easier to get here in this version, since we get way more air as we jump around. But that ain't it. And nothing interesting to show off about Minneapolis. Here's my favorite area of the level. Again, just sort of lacking something. It's been made sterile with the increased graphics. It used to look like grimy and nasty. Now it just looks like sort of a regular street corner. Yep. Kinda dull. This is not the ideal way to play Tony Hawk 1. If you're going to play the base Tony Hawk 2, this is a very good version in which to play it. Because original Tony Hawk 2 is ridiculously hard. The more ridiculous physics in the 2X version. They make it a lot more fun, in my opinion. This level, they changed all the advertisements. They used to all be Mountain Dew advertisements. Now they are Taco Bell advertisements. Kind of a weird change, because Taco Bell and Mountain Dew are owned by the same company. So it's not like they lost the license to one and had to switch to the other. It's the same license. Look at that backdrop. Photorealistic. I did not mean to retry. Where does skip to restart take us? Absolutely nowhere. It's a downhill level. There is nowhere to show off. Classic downhill. Burnside has always been a level I didn't like. It's got the eyeball pool. Nothing unique to show off here. I do seem to recall some weird added new gaps. Don't know if there was specifically one in this level, but I think there was. Oh, definitely weren't any Treyarch signs in the base game, though. Although now that I think about it, the eyeball pool, I always figured that was a reference to Neversoft, because their symbol is a big eyeball. But they put a Treyarch logo in the pupil of the eyeball. Look at that. Blasphemous. Okay, I'm glad I took a closer look at this. This Treyarch really left their mark on this level. Not much level to show off overall, though. So we just got two more. San Francisco streets. I'm certain there's nothing to show off here. However, they did make the light bulbs not explode so violently. On the PS1, it is blinding when you break the cop lights. It is a full screen white flash. Was never fond of that effect. Otherwise, I bet I could find some Treyarch logos, but otherwise, little, if anything, added here. I believe that graffiti says "foo" on it. I'm willing to take a closer look. Yeah, look at that. In tribute to the Foo Fighters. One can imagine. I don't know if the Foo Fighters ever had a song on a Tony Hawk soundtrack. Seems like they would have, but I can't think of a single instance where that was the case. And I do know these soundtracks pretty well from having played far too much Tony Hawk. Don't think I missed anything interesting in that level. So on to Roswell. Now I know for a fact Roswell had additional gaps put into this level to compensate for the fact that you could now do manuals. Couldn't do manuals in original Tony Hawk 1. So if you grind around here and up here and here, and then manual around the rest of the level until you get over here. And just do a full lap all the way around the entire level of grinds and manuals. That is a unique gap, which obviously you couldn't get in the original game because you couldn't do manuals. And I'm pretty sure there were other levels where they added new gaps to the 2X version of the level. But I cannot confirm. Let's go meet the alien one last time. And wrap up our stay in Roswell. I always felt that missile silo should have been some kind of secret. But alas, is not. There he is. The alien. Doesn't seem to be screaming for us to help him. Unless they put that on the music track. But I don't think they would have done that. So yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2X. An amusing thing. A lot of weird curiosities in this unique version of the game. Helicopters out there. They changed several of the Tony Hawk 2 levels, but I showed that off when I played the Tony Hawk 2 levels in Tony Hawk 2X. So that is all the bonus crap. I showed off the main game. And yeah, that's it for Tony Hawk 2. And I was going to do another victory lap playthrough of Tony Hawk 3, but every time I do, something horrible happens with the Tony Hawk series. It's been dormant for a good while, so I think I'll let it lie for Tony Hawk. I've had fun exploring this series again. These are great fun games, and we'll leave it at that. I do recommend the 2X version, however, it is still an Xbox exclusive. Not the easiest to get your hands on. And it is sort of obsoleted by the presence of 1+2, the more recent re-release. But if you're looking at used copies of Tony Hawk games, you could do a lot worse than Tony Hawk 2X. The bonus levels are the worst part of the game. So I'm glad I was able to show those off for the last hour or so. Thanks for watching. And I might do additional videos on other Tony Hawk bonus levels exclusively, because there are other Tony Hawk games like Thug and Thug 2 have really good bonus levels. But I would want to do the main levels because of the open world thing that they added to those games. Not terribly interested in showing that off. I might do additional videos for Tony Hawk bonus levels one of these days. But as of this moment, this is the last I plan to show off for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Thanks for joining me. And if you enjoyed it, maybe go check out the other Tony Hawk videos I did of the mainline games, because they were probably better than this video. There we go. The end. Have yourselves a good one.